Welcome back, watch addicts and bike addicts. Today I'm going to talk about powering TVs with power stations. Now, with everything that's going on and everything, electricity going up and what have you, I did decide to buy a couple of power stations just in case anything happens, you know, power outages and stuff like that. Plus as well, when I go away, I like to take one of my power stations with me, so they can power whatever I've got. Like say if I go out on my bike, one of my electric bikes, I can take the power station and I can charge up the battery on the bike. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you, probably better with the big one, because it does tell you everything about your inputs, your outputs, your percentage and everything else. Tells you how many hours you've got of use. Now I have a 55-inch LG 4K TV. Apparently it uses 138 watts. So what I'll do, I'll plug it in to my power station and show you what wattage it's actually using, and I'll show you how to lower the consumption on it, because most TVs you can actually lower the consumption on how much electricity it's actually using. So the power stations I've got are the EcoFlow River Pro, Citeci or Citeci, whichever you want to call it. That's a 320 watts, and the Bohmer, whichever you want to call it, AG. So that's a 615 watt, I think. That's a 320, and that's a 720. So when we have power outages and everything else, at least I've got something to power my TV, my Xbox, my lights, plug my fridge in, so I don't lose all, you know, the freezer compartment on it, and all my food gets spoilt in the freezer. But anyway, let's see about the wattages on the TV. And I've got something else which I've just picked up today, and I'll show you that in a bit. So let's get down to finding out what wattages the TVs are and explain, you know, how much electricity that they are using. Because, you know, when you look on the thing, on the back of my TV it says 138 watts per hour. My LG one, my other LG one, which is an older one, actually uses 180 watts per hour. So I've stopped using that. That's no longer used. And my 50-inch in the bedroom uses 98 watts. But I have actually managed to put that down a bit. Let's turn that off. By adjusting the settings. So anyway, let's find out how much electricity TV is actually using. Okay, so this is my 55-inch 4K TV. As you can see on standby, it's only using 3 watts of power. It does say 6 watts originally. But let's get it off that. We don't want it on that. So let's get YouTube on. So you see how my power's going up now. 69, 66, 65, 64, 63. So that's the wattage it's using at the minute. That's because I've changed my settings, you see. So if I go into my settings, picture mode, standard, no, that's not the one we want. See, that's actually going down in wattage. So what we do, go down to all settings. Oh, come on, get back on, we want to see what's going on. So I've got energy saving on auto. So what we do, we want to change that to off. So we change that off and then go back. Additional settings. Now that should be, I don't know why it's not going on to HD. Let's go back out to that. So energy's off and we're using 93 watts. So if I go into picture, vivid, standard, eco, HDR, right, what's his name? I think that's it on them, but if I just like it being in vivid. That's my own settings. Well, as you can see, it's actually only using 92 watts, which isn't bad when you think about it, considering it does say that it is using 138 watts, but that's not 138 watts. Oh, look at that. My video just happens to be right at the top. So anyway, that's my consumption on my 55-inch 4K OLED TV. So let's show what it's like on my other one. So this is the TV in my bedroom now. So I'm going to turn this on. So it will go on standby. So as you can see, it's only using 3 to 4 watts of power, and then when I turn it on, it'll shoot right up. So now it'll probably go up a little bit further, maybe. Really should have charged this up fully, but that's okay. So it's now using 78 watts of power. Now then, if I change modes, as you can see, because I've turned it off the eco mode, it's now gone up to 102, 103, and then I go into my menu, and then I can change the modes on it. Normal. So around about 103 watts. So that's how much, it'll use. So picture dynamic standard. Mild, personal. That's what I normally have it on. And then economy, which drops right down. Exit like that. The only difference I can really see is the brightness on the TV screen. But like 77 watts isn't too bad, and it's saying I'm going to get 7 hours of viewing time, which isn't bad. Like I say, this is a 720 watt hour power station, so that's not too bad. But I am changing this TV because today I've been out and I've bought something else. So this is what I've bought. 43-inch LG smart TV with an energy rating of F. So apparently this only uses 49 kilowatt hours per 1,000 hours, so it's supposed to be like 49 kilowatts. So what we do, I'll unbox it all. I don't know whether you'd like to watch me unbox it, but I'll just unbox it anyway. So, and then what I'm going to do, I'm going to set it up in my bedroom, and what we'll do, we'll see if this actually does use 49 watts per hour, which then gives me a lot longer viewing time on my power stations. So let me get this unboxed and I'll get back to you. Okay, so the new TV is set up. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to plug it into my power station and we'll see if it really is like 49 watt hours or whether or not it's going to be lower. So give us a sec and I'll sort this out. So as you can see, you got 3 watt hours on standby. So like the others, that's not too bad. So let's turn it on, let's see what we're going to be using. 48, 49. So that's actually not bad, 48. It did say 49. So let's I've got quite a good selection on it, and let's just get on to, right, let's go into my settings and let's see, all settings, let's see if we can get this picture or the wattage down by changing the energy saving. So energy saving, so we're on 48, let's see what it does now. Wow, down to 38, that's on minimum. Eco, medium eco goes down to 29, so that gives me 20 hours of viewing time on the TV. Now maximum, I think maximum is going to be a bit, yeah, that's way too dark, but that still gives me 36 hours of viewing time on this power station. Like I say, it is a 720 watt hour power station. This is probably one of the best power stations you can get. I will go back in a minute and show you the other power stations and tell you about them, but like I say, 16 watts of power my TV is using. Let's go back onto minimum, I think that's probably the best. So 38 watts, that still gives me 15 hours of TV time. So let's like I say, let's just energy saving off. So it goes up to 48, still gives me 12 hours, which actually isn't bad at all, that. So I'm actually glad I've got this new TV now. It is a lot smaller when I look at it, but it's only for the bedroom, so I'm not really bothered. And it does free up a bit of space to put some other stuff at the sides of it and that. But anyway, this is the new LG TV I just picked up today. So it does actually say on the thing 49, and we've actually got 48, so give or take over the 1000 watt hours or 1000 hours in the kilowatts, it's actually not too bad. Oh, down to 47, and that's with it off. So I'll put it on to minimum. I'm going to get an awful lot of viewing time, and all the power goes out. So anyway, let's get back to the power stations, and I'll talk about the charge times on them and that, and what the best ones to get are. Okay guys, so just going to do a little quick recap on these power stations. So, like you've seen, the EcoFlow, this is the River Pro. There's a new version of this, but to be honest, I actually prefer this version. With this, if I put it on standard charging, which is via this lead, so this actually plugs into the side of there, and so that's basically your lead. So that plugs into the side, and then you plug it into your mains. So it takes about four hours to fully charge on normal. Now, I have an app on my phone. I don't know if you can see that. What you do, gives you all the inputs and everything else, screen times off and firmware updates, everything else. So this is for your EcoFlow, and what you can do is, it's on slow charging. What you can do, change it, take it off slow charging, and what it'll do a full charge from 0 to 100% in 1.5 hours, which is very quick. But the only problem is it does shorten the life of your battery. So I normally, when I do charge it up here at home, I do put it on the slow charge, because that's what I want it to be on. So let's see, and then what I also do is, let me just show you at the side. Let's get that out of the way. Lift that up, and just here is the connection for my solar panel. But to be honest, it does, depending on what the sun's like, winter time it's not very good, so it takes roughly about 9 to 11 hours to charge up with the sun. And I do have a 200 watt solar panel, and like I say, in the summertime I know it's going to be a hell of a lot quicker. They reckon if it's in direct sunlight and the sun's shining away, it'll do it between 4 and 5 hours, which is very good. You know, if you put it on the boost. But like I say, that's a power station and a half, that. Now this one, you see Techie charges via this power lead plug. Oh, you're probably in America and all, I'm not saying what the heck's that. It is a plug, a 3-pin plug. No, we do go 240 volts. So whatever you do, don't put your fingers in the electricity socket, or you probably end up dead, or you have one hell of a nasty shock. So anyway, this is supposed to take 3.5 hours to charge up. But what else you do, so when you charge this, so this plugs into there, like that, and then what you do to make it even faster charging, USB type C, and you plug it into there, and what that does, it charges twice as fast. So you can get it down, you know, it does say 3.5 hours charge time. Well, that's nowhere near. I'd say it's more like 4.5 hours to charge on the normal. But if you plug that in, I'd say 3.5 hours to 4 hours. Now this is actually, well, this is a 60 watt or 65 watt plug. I'm sure it's a 60, is it? Oh, sorry, 65 watt plug. So that's like a fast charging plug, and this is a 60 watt type C lead. So it'll do fast charging. That did pay £749 for. I know it's expensive, but like you've just seen, it will power my TV for a long time. This done my 50-inch in the bedroom for 3 hours. So the new TV, what I've just got, you can almost double that, so it's going to be around about 6 hours. So like, I do like this little power station, fantastic little thing. I do take it out with me, you know, if I go out on the bikes and everything. power all my stuff up on it and that. Really good. So let's get to, right, I'm just going to pause it a second, then I'll bring this forward. So this is the, I think it's Bohmer or Bohmer-AG, 600 watts. It is a fantastic power station. I do like it, but there is one major problem with it. It takes far too long to charge up. So Bohmer or Bohmer, you're going to have to sort that out, because when I plug it in, you know, I can plug my EcoFlow one in, and on standard charge it will charge up in about 4 hours, you know, 4.5 hours maximum, from 0 to 100%. If I put it in fast charge, it will charge up in 1.5 hours, which is very quick for a 720 watt hour power station. Like I said, I do like this. It's 600 watts of power. I did buy this as a backup, and I did get it on the Black Friday sales for £404, which, to be honest, isn't that bad. It has gone back up now to £499. Is it worth that price? Probably, yeah. You know, for an extra £50, you can get the Jackery. And like I say, the only reason why I did buy this is because it was on offer. I'd never really, well, there's no reviews on this online, so that's why I'm going over this. So you have got your USB ports, fast charge ones, you've got your Type C, your input. This is your power pack for that. It's not a very powerful power pack. This is probably why it takes ages to charge up. It's only 60.8 watts. So if you work it out, it's going to take forever to charge up. It does say between 9 and 11 hours, which to me is not really acceptable. You know, because this one here, I've just been recharging it up. This one here takes like 3.5 to like 4 hours. You know, you've got them both plugged in, so that's a 320. So if you double that and just call it 4 hours charging time, you know, that's only 8 hours for 640 watts. You know, so that even that charges quicker than this when you work out the ratios. So, well, like I say, it is a good power station, and I did get it on offer. That's the reason why I bought it. But you know, I am going to be buying this one. Now this is the EcoFlow River 2 Max. So like it says, 512 watt hour, and it only takes 1 hour fast charging. Now that's basically what you need. I know it shortens the life of the battery, and you're probably not going to get like the full max out of it. You know, you're supposed to be able to get 3,000 charges at 100%, and then it will drop down to about 80% after 3,000 charges, but I very much doubt you're going to get 3,000 charges out of it on super fast charge. So that's why I use the slower charging. I get the most out of my batteries. Like I say, this little thing here is absolutely fantastic, but that is still a good power station. I did get this as a reserve power station. You know, this will actually power my fridge for, how many hours was it? I think it was like 8 hours. So if we do have a blackout, I can plug my fridge into it and my freezer isn't going to die. You know, my food's not going to go off. But with the EcoFlow one, I think my mate, he plugged it into his. He's got the same one as me, the EcoFlow one as me, and he got 11 hours out of his. And I think it's energy A rating, but mine is an A++. So it doesn't use very much power, my fridge freezer. So anyway, that's like I said, I was actually testing out these and my TV wattages, so you can see how much wattage your TV actually uses, and also how long you can get out of these things, you know, when we have a power outage. So I'm not sure when I'm going to get out on the bike, and like I said, I have got another bike coming, but like I say, it's going to be probably after New Year now. I was getting another one, but somebody's let me down, so I'm not getting that one now. Well, I don't think so anyway. But anyway, I will be going for probably a specialised rock hopper, but I have to see what comes along. Anyway guys, hope you've liked the video. Hope this has helped out with you know, knowing about your wattage on your TVs, how to stick them in eco mode and stuff, save a bit of money on your electricity bills and that, even though I do waste a lot. And I do, like I say, I got that new TV, and I have put my big screen TV down into like an eco mode as well, to save a bit of power. You know, even my laptop, I put that into like an eco mode as well, so the screen's not as bright and that. That's basically all it is, really, is the brightness of the screen. So, but anyway, hope you like the video. I'm not sure when I'm going to be out on any of my bikes because of the weather. Rain, sleet, snow, ice, -9 degrees. Yes, it was -9 degrees. Well, 9.5 actually. Yeah. Show you. I'm just going out of that. Where's it gone? Where's the picture? Where'd it go? Oh, so if you want to know the TV I've just bought, so that's the TV. 269 quid I got it for. Special price, Argos. I'm not bothered about it not being 4K. It's full HD. It's only for in my bedroom. You know, I don't do gaming on it like my big TV. So anyway, that's the TV I bought. So anyway, let's get to. Right, where did it go? Did I delete it? I think I might have deleted it. But yeah, it was there for some reason. I say it was -9, but yesterday morning it was, let's see if you can see, -5. That was yesterday mornings. So anyway, it's getting too cold to be out on the bikes. So it'll probably be next year. That's why I'm basically only getting the new bike next year. So I'll probably not get to ride it, because the weather's absolutely crap at the minute. So anyway, like I said, hit that subscribe button, guys, if you haven't already. Keep watching. Oh, before I forget, I've not done a wristwatch check. I'm actually wearing my Seiko. Let's get zoom in. Yeah, there you go. This is my Seiko 7002, which I had modded. So thank you, Seiko modder, for sorting that out for me. So anyway, keep watching, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you all soon.